Hello and welcome to my CW1 presentation. So I'm going to speak to you briefly today about a song that has been composed called Alakazam. Alakazam's musical origin was based around a show that I've been putting together called The Rebels of Fortune. The Rebels of Fortune is a show that has been created that consists of 6 individual episodes and feature a cast of musicians and friends which play a variety of different characters on the show. Some of them that also play musical instruments also feature on the show's soundtrack. The show's line on the test, or look line, reads, "Will fortune favour the brave as the recently deceased Duke Hastings teams up with the colour purple and her guru to save the world from sociopathic wizards and nippy zombies in this surreal sci-fi comedy series." The show follows the group as they make their way through different situations. It is revealed at the end of the show that the show's title, The Rebels of Fortune, is the name of the band that the show's characters have been hinting about all the way through the first series. The soundtrack that accompanies the show is made up of 8 compositions and a theme tune. Between the episodes are a collection of incidental music that lasts between 2 and 6 seconds. Incidentally, the incidental music for the show is inspired by snippets of the composition from the soundtrack. Thus, the fans that see the band live can recognise the set from the incidental music from the show. Composition inspiration. The soundtrack and show needed one composition that was a little bit darker for one of the characters on the show, called the Wizard. Musical inspiration can be found in the most serendipitous of places. For example, the hidden music in Leonardo da Vinci's Last Summer, Rimmer 2007. One of the main songs from the soundtrack came from my granddad's Selena 215 radio. 215 being the musical theory and Selena being the character in the second series named after Selene, the moon goddess. Here is that radio. Selena 215. So even got that. One day I was searching for inspiration for this presentation and walked past a van that said Utopia installation on the side, and sitting next to it was a key on the floor with the number 189 written on the side of it. Here is that key. Well, it had to be a sign, and sure enough, 189 in the key of E is wonderfully dark and wonderfully rich, perfect for the character, the wizard, on the show, and also a little bit of incidental music between the individual scenes on The Rebels of Fortune. Lyrical inspiration. The song was always intended for the wizard character on the show with a dark timbre. It was a perfect fit. For lyrical research, I watched the iconic Harry Potter films, all the way through from the start to the end, and also Good Omens written by Terry Pratchett and Neil Gaiman. The chorus features the word Alakazam as its main hook. Alakazam means an invocation of magical power, or to indicate an instantaneous transformation or appearance that occurs by or as if by magic. Alakazam is probably also one of the more widely known magic words. It also creates for a wonderful hook within this composition. Composition arrangement. Ralph Murphy, in Murphy's Laws of Songwriting, talks of the forms of arrangement, as can be seen here. The Alakazam composition follows Form 3. This is the format that most #1 hits follow. That is verse, lift, pre-chorus, chorus, bridge, lift, pre-chorus, chorus. Composition style. The brief of the song was to try and mix up genres a little bit. The guitars and the vocals of the song are very much rock and roll. The bass has a wonderful cowboy feel to it, as you can hear here. This adds dynamic range and starts and stops in different ways. The drums are powerful and wild and add tension and release as they ease the listener into the chorus. The guitar plays on the ones, however, when it comes to the chorus, rather than playing the strings from top to bottom in a downward stroke, the guitar is played from bottom to top on an upward stroke, adding a little bit of character. The chorus has a call and response section as the Alakazam lines fill the chorus section and the response lines fill the gaps created. At the end of the chorus, there are some leading notes that falls back into the bridge. As the songs hit its leading note, it's held for 2 bars. This helps create a little bit of suspense before resolving down to its tonic. Composition tempo. The composition tempo is 140 BPM and the song is in a 4/4 time signature. There are many songs that work well in this tempo, spanning from a range of rock and roll singing Thunder Roll by Bruce Springsteen and dance songs like Daft Punk's Superheroes. It's a very catchy BPM and it's easy to dance to. The composition key. The composition is in the key of E. Other songs that are in the key of E include I Believe in a Thing Called Love by The Darkness and Basket Case by Green Day. Using the circle of fifths unlocked majors and minors, which helped for the creative process. Here is the chord structure for the intro, for the coda, for the verse, for the lift, pre-chorus, chorus, bridge, lift, pre-chorus, chorus, middle 8, coda and outro. These notes all work well within the key of E and from a music theory point of view also connect with the circle of fourths and the circle of fifths. Composition lyrics. Lyrics for Alakazam. Lock me up and throw away the key, I dare you. I know what we'll find. I swear you'll make an enemy today. I tell you the power within my mind. Pre-chorus. And I don't need you anymore. Sociopaths only use their toys for war. No guts, no glory unfolds the wizard's story. Chorus. Alakazam. Fear the power within my hand. Alakazam. Casting spells across the land. Here's where we change it up. Alakazam. Potions and alchemy for an eternity. Alchemy was a particularly difficult word to put in there, but as soon as it did, it opened up for Alakazam. Maybe you're under mind control. I'm the wizard messing with your soul. At which point the leading note is held and it goes back into the bridge and then pre-chorus, cycling around to the chorus again. Sound effects. To give a more wizardry timbre to the song, the addition of sound effects in the form of thunder and lightning was added to the start of the song. This gave the song a much bigger feel than just the instruments that were played at the time. Conclusion. The composition is great for the purpose intended. It adds a wonderful composition to the soundtrack and sits well within the stylings of the show. And at the same time, the snippets created from the incidental music adds a lovely dark timbre that is a welcome addition. I'd like to thank the musicians Charlie Jones on bass, Matthew Hill on drums and Mark Carthy for helping sound engineering. It's been a pleasure to write this song. Thank you very, very much for your time and I hope you enjoyed this presentation.